Can you sue your ex-spouse's divorce attorney in Illinois? When a divorce ends badly, it is common to look for someone to blame beyond your former spouse. Emotions run high, court orders feel unfair, and the conduct of the opposing side's legal counsel can seem aggressive or even harmful. Many people in Illinois ask whether they can hold their ex-spouse's divorce attorney legally responsible for what happened during the case. Under Illinois law, the short answer is almost always no. A divorce attorney owes duties to their own client, not to the opposing party in the divorce. Illinois Supreme Court rules require a lawyer to provide competent representation, act with diligence, protect client confidences, and avoid conflicts of interest with former clients. Those obligations exist to ensure loyalty to the person who hired the attorney and do not extend to the other spouse in the case. Even when someone consults with an attorney and no formal relationship is created, Illinois law still limits how that information may be used. A lawyer who learns information from a prospective client cannot reveal or misuse it, even if no representation follows. That protection, however, still does not create any duty toward the adverse party in a divorce. Illinois courts have long held that an attorney is generally liable only to their own client and not to third parties. In divorce cases, the spouse on the other side is considered a third party. The Illinois Supreme Court has made clear that for a non-client to succeed in a negligence claim against an attorney, the primary purpose of the attorney-client relationship must have been to benefit that third party. In a dissolution of marriage, the purpose of the relationship is to advance the client's interests, not the interests of the other spouse. Because divorce proceedings are adversarial by nature, imposing a duty to the opposing spouse would interfere with an attorney's undivided loyalty to their client. Illinois courts have specifically rejected the idea that a divorce attorney owes a legal duty to the other spouse or to the children of the marriage. The harm caused by divorce, even when severe, cannot be legally attributed to the opposing counsel. Children are the only third parties potentially affected by divorce in a way that Illinois law directly addresses. When a child's best interests require independent protection, the court may appoint an attorney, guardian ad litem, or child representative under the Illinois Marriage and Dissolution of Marriage Act. That court-appointed attorney owes duties to the child, not to either parent, and is granted immunity from lawsuits when acting within that role. Beyond appointed child representatives, many participants in the divorce process are shielded from lawsuits. Judges are protected by judicial immunity for acts taken within their authority. Attorneys are also protected by the absolute litigation privilege, which immunizes statements and conduct made in the course of litigation when they relate to the proceeding. This privilege exists to give attorneys the freedom to advocate fully for their clients without fear of harassment or retaliation from dissatisfied litigants. Even conduct that feels extreme or unfair during a divorce is unlikely to create legal liability for the opposing counsel because of these protections. The law prioritizes the integrity of the adversarial process over the emotional impact that process can have on the parties involved. If the divorce process has been so damaging that suing various participants feels like the only option, Illinois law suggests a different path. More litigation often leads to more court orders and deeper entanglement in the system. The more productive focus is often understanding which court orders must be followed, how compliance is evaluated, and how to minimize continued involvement in a toxic process. If you are struggling with the aftermath of a difficult Illinois divorce, the law office of Russell D. Knight understands how overwhelming that experience can be. Speaking with a lawyer or an attorney about realistic options can help you regain stability and perspective. The law office of Russell D. Knight is located at 1165 North Clark Street, No. 700, Chicago, Illinois, 60610, United States, and can be reached at 773-334-6311. Another attorney or lawyer at the law firm can help you discuss ways to move forward while respecting the legal boundaries that govern divorce cases in Illinois.